Good afternoon, Who That Nation. Welcome to the WD and Chatline podcast. This is the host CB, and this afternoon I am going to be doing a film segment on a familiar foe that we are all familiar with, and he goes by Pro Bowl cornerback Marshon Lattimore. I'm gonna go ahead and read his stats out to you, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day to your work week. Marshon Lattimore, 2020 stats. He had 62 tackles, 2 interceptions, 11 pass defense, and he was also a 2020 Pro Bowler. Okay, so he was had a Pro Bowl season. But before I get into the film, I do want to say the film that I'm gonna show you guys is not going to be his good work, and it's a reason for that. If you look at the thumbnail, the thumbnail says, is he worth, you know, top cornerback money? That's basically, why I'm doing this segment. I'm going to look at, what he done bad, to answer my question. And I'm gonna say this multiple times throughout the segment. I am not in no way going to disrespect any Saints player. Even like Andrew Pete. Andrew Pete pissed me off all the time, but I'm not going to disrespect him, and I'm damn sure not disrespect the Marshon Lattimore because he's our number one cornerback. So you will repeatedly hear me say, I want Marshon Lattimore as a New Orleans Saint moving forward. And that's true. I want him as a New Orleans Saint moving forward. But the situation we're in right now, we're kind of cap strapped. So, I'm pretty sure he's going to be looking for Jalen Ramsey range type money. And if about a week ago or so, a source came out saying that Ryan Ramczyk should be finalizing the deal pretty soon. So I'm assuming that's going to be right before they get the camp or right when training camp starts. You know how deals get done right at the beginning of training camp. So it's looking like Ryan Ramczyk is going to be first man up. He's going to be most likely the highest paid tackle in the game. I mean, let's just be honest. So then that leaves us with another guy that wants to be, either right at or if not the highest paid cornerback in the game. I don't think, you know, I'm not going to say it's impossible to, make that happen for both guys, but somebody is going to have to, get released to something in the future, because Mickey has done a lot of restructuring. So, but I'm gonna get into this tape. I just wanted to put that out there. I can't see both guys being the highest paid at their position. And honestly, on Marshon Lattimore's end, I don't think he has enough on paper to be considered the top cornerback, in the league as far as money wise. So let's just go ahead and get into this film. Let's see. Let's go. Let me get to the film room. Welcome to the film room once again. And once again, for the ones that's, let's just be honest as we go throughout this. I'm not bashing Marshon Lattimore. I want him to be a New Orleans Saint. Okay, so right here, we all remember this ball game that was played, and we know this was not, one of his good games. This right here, second quarter, if we look up at the top of the screen, Marshon Lattimore right here, this guy, when this play happened, a few plays happened when he was on Lattimore, the first name that came to mind was Braylon Edwards. Now, I know Braylon Edwards is out the league, but I remember he was a real solid wide receiver, but that was the first name that came to mind because I didn't know of no Brian Edwards. That's who this guy is, Brian Edwards. So let's watch this play develop. One-on-one, he catches it over Lattimore. He off to the races. He would have touched the goalpost if Marcus Williams wasn't back there. So we're going to play this over again. Once again, at the top, one-on-one coverage. Brian Edwards. Don't know nothing about the guy. Brian Edwards one-on-one. No zone coverage, man-to-man right here. Basically, a little comeback route. He had Marshon tripping up on him. And once again, I'm not trying to pick and choose. I pick and choose the plays to put out, but these are plays that he didn't have good games in as a whole. So it ain't like I just went and picked and choose every cornerback, every receiver, every quarterback has bad plays throughout the season. But this game right here, we know, if we're being honest, as a whole, this what he played bad the whole entire game. So this just not a pick and choose his bad play. No, that was how he played throughout the entire game. But once again, the purpose of me doing this is to show is he worth to better answer my question, honestly. Okay, so third quarter 14. Okay, right here. Okay, let's go. Pause it. We got Marshon Lattimore right here. Who is he on again? None other than Brian Edwards, an unknown name. The names I'm gonna be calling now, there's no heavyweight names. That's where the big issue, with me comes at. It ain't like this guy's, he would just get roasted against big time receivers, AJ Browns, Devontae Adams, Julio's. No, these are coming against average guys. Average guys. So okay, let's go. Bottom of the screen right here. This is Brian Edwards once again. Let's see what happens. One-on-one. He got caught for PI right there. If you see, Marshon touched him. He touched him before the ball got there. Basically, it looked like he had about a half a step, on Lattimore. It could look like just a little fade to the, out to the sideline, little fade. Jump ball, Marshon, grabbed him early right there. But he didn't get burned on that play. We watch it right here as well. Yeah, that wasn't a play where he got burned, just a PI play. And he had trouble at the beginning of the season, but he worked them kinks out, early. It was really Janoris on that. He tried to back shoulder the ball to him, and okay, let me stop. So that's that play. Okay, then we're gonna go on down to the next play. And once again, this is Braylon, not Braylon Edwards, Brian Edwards that's putting in work like this. Okay, next play. Okay, here we go. And these three plays was during the Raiders game. It was more plays, but I wasn't going, that was too much, too much work trying to get every single play. Because I'm not trying to make this a bash fest. I love Marshon Lattimore. I want him to be a New Orleans Saint for the third time. And I'm going to keep saying that so we all can understand that I want. Okay, this play right here, Marshon Lattimore. And who do we got right here? Hunter Renfrow. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this guy played for the Chargers a year. I done heard of this name. It must have been with these guys, but anyway, Hunter Renfrow. This is not a AJ Brown, Devontae Adams. This is Hunter Renfrow. Okay, let's see what happens right here. Right here. Boop. Little crossing route, Renfro done. He basically just got beat on the crossing route right there. Nobody was in the way. 1-on-1 right here. Brian that was right there. Boom. He beat him on the crossing right there. And maybe that play he thought, Brian Edwards was gonna run a route. Look like right there, I'll say that, he got confused on which way Brian Edwards was gonna go on that route. And then, Hunter Renfro crossed in, ran across. So, but either way, Marshon, he's gonna go down, for that play, in any other game. So okay, that's it for that. So we're gonna go to another game, another ball game. Okay. Once again, we're all familiar with this ball game right here. Green Bay Packers. We know what happened that night where Aaron Rodgers in town. So this play right here, Allen Lazard, he showed his ass off. Allen Lazard, we know nothing about this guy. I knew nothing about this guy coming into this ball game. Allen Lazard, Marshon Lattimore is right here. Let's watch what happens right here. Gonna have you run a back motion. Marshon Lattimore just watched him run right past him. He just ran right past Lattimore right there. And what they was doing, what CGJ's job was right there, he basically just spying. He jammed. Once this receiver right here motioned out right there, CGJ just gave Allen Lazard a little bump. It wasn't it wasn't a good bump because he still, got off on his route. But he gave him a little bump, stayed right here in the flat, and Marshon Lattimore just watched him run right past him. So I'm gonna play this once again. Okay. Receiver motion out. Boom. Little jam. Marshon just watched him run by. I ain't gonna put it like that. He watched him, but he got to it. He made a late reaction. I put it like that. He made a late reaction to Lazard on that play. And once again, I'm showing plays like this because these are average type receivers. Allen Lazard, I knew nothing about this guy, prior to the season. Maybe you guys did, but I didn't know nothing about this guy prior to this ball game. I knew nothing about, Brian Edwards as well. Okay, so we're gonna go to another play, second quarter. Let's see. This is a man-to-man play right here. Marshon Lattimore down here on the bottom of the screen. Who is this? Once again, Allen Lazard, the guy that nobody knows about. Well, the guy that I don't know nothing about. Okay, let's watch how this plays out. Then the red zone. This is after, he made that long play. This is right after that. Now that play right there, Marshon got lost in it, and he got lost in the bunch. So I won't blame that on, I won't say that was Lattimore right there because it was a little jam right there. And watch Malcolm Jenkins right here. I'm going to play this in slow motion. All right, come on, Malcolm Jenkins. I know we on Lattimore, but just watch. Malcolm Jenkins is right here. Watch what he does to the. As a DB, why is you spinning off somebody like you trying to get? Watch what he spins off of Lazard instead of just getting him a little hard. Like, come on now. But when it comes to, The stats, they're going to blame that on Lattimore. But I give him a pass on that because, they was bunched up. And that was a weak jam by Malcolm Jenkins. Okay, so the next play. And these are just plays that, they're going to look at the front office while they negotiating because it's business. It's business. And once again, I'm not trying to bash Marshon Lattimore. I want Marshon Lattimore to remain a New Orleans Saint. I'm going to just keep on saying it. Keep on saying it. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, here we go. My fault on that. Here we go. Another play right here. Okay, here we got Marshon Lattimore down here. And let's watch what happens right here. Let's see what's did he read this play right? Was he paying attention right here? He drops back. To me, it looked like that was the wrong read. But, it's a zone coverage play. So, but just look how he broke off. You seeing? Let's look at it again. Slow motion. Let me slow it up. Just going fast. Tight end right here. Jenkins was playing a flat right there. It ain't no way that you did not see. Oh my gosh. But that's gonna go down as a misread. Like I said, that was a zone coverage type play. Malcolm Jenkins had the flats. He was on Malcolm Jenkins, but then that running back motioned out. Well, I guess ran a little out route. I didn't see what he did, but Malcolm Jenkins adjusted to him. Marshon Lattimore should have adjusted to this tight end because I know you seen him break off. You seen him break off. He go past Malcolm Jenkins. It's no way that you did not see that. But zone play, is what it is. I wouldn't be tripping on that big of a play. He just lost sight of the tight end. Okay, now we're gonna go to one more ball game. We're gonna go to the Chargers. Now, this right here is where this was my worst game for him right here. And once again, the reason I'm doing all of this, I'm gonna keep saying this, so so it can be a clear understanding of why I'm doing this. Is because it's answering my question on whether he's worth $100 million man. Because that's Jalen Ramsey. I think his deal is $105 million. Marshon Lattimore, he's not that guy at this time. He just turned 25, so he still got time. He just being more consistent. When he's on point, this guy is right there with the best of them. A top 3, in my opinion. When he's on point, shutting shit down. Okay, but this play. Lattimore is right here on the bottom of the screen. This receiver over here, his name is Jalen Guyton. Now y'all comment, let me know if y'all know anything about a Jalen Guyton. I don't. Average receiver. Okay, let's see how this play. And I'm pretty sure y'all remember this play. He motioned, so it's one-on-one right here. That's all Marshon right there. That's all Marshon Lattimore right there. He was dropping back, zone coverage. It wasn't his bread and butter in man, but still, you got the speed to adjust to that. He has the speed to adjust to that. It's going to be plays where you got to play zone coverage as well. Gonna watch it one more time. One more time. That receiver motion now. I don't know who that is. I forgot. Jalen Guyton right here. You got to adjust to it. He saw you out there, so why not? He gonna cut back in. He wasn't gonna keep running straight. But that play right there, you accounted for that. You accounted for that play. And then following this play right here, okay. So following that play, that Marshon didn't capitalize on. Now they at the goal line. Right here. Now this is his bread and butter right here. One-on-one coverage. Mike Williams. I'm going to be honest. I got a few more tape to play, but Mike Williams was the best receiver, in this segment that Marshon was on one-on-one, that I'm showing. During his bad games, this is the best receiver. And at that, this guy is solid. He's their number 2. Keenan, their number 1. Okay, goal line. One-on-one coverage. Let's go. Emotion, one-on-one. No jams or nothing. Basically, a little crossing route. Little 5-yard crossing route. Gets beat on the play. Bad camera angle, so I'm going to just play it again right here. Little 5-yard. They're on the 5-yard line. 5-yard crossing route. One-on-one. This is against a solid, if we talking man ratings, I give him about a 77 man rating. There you go. Better screen. And he gets beat right there. So we go on to the next play. And this will be the last play. If you guys remember this game, this game went down to overtime. And if you remember, Booger McFarland, I know a lot of people ain't a fan of him, especially a lot of Saints fans, but he was a former NFL player. If you guys remember, this guy said in the crucial moment of the game, if I'm the Chargers, I would target Marshon Lattimore. Who says something like that? Let me get this play right quick. Okay. Who says something like that? I mean, honestly. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna get this play. But who says something like that? Here you go. Who says something like that about the number 1 cornerback? A number 1 cornerback. That was my thing with that. You would never hear somebody on national TV say, if I'm the Dolphins, let's target Jalen Ramsey's side. Nobody's going to say that when it's the 4th quarter and 15 seconds left in the ball game. Tied ball game. It was tied or they was down by 3. I forgot the situation. But close ball game, 15 seconds left, crucial time. They was either winning or it was a kick that tied to go to overtime. And you got an announcer saying, if I'm the Chargers, I would target Marshon Lattimore. That really, I'll never forget that. Because ain't nobody supposed to say that about a person, number 1 cornerback. Unless, like I said, if he was going up against a heavyweight and then the heavyweight giving it to him, you're going to have days like that, against heavyweights. But if you think that a number 1 cornerback would be on number 1 type receivers, the majority of the game. And Sean, he follows. It just happens to where He happened to get on a average guy, but these are average receivers in all of this. But let's go to this last play. Marshon Lattimore is on the bottom of the screen right here. Once again, he's up against Mike Williams, excuse me. Mike Williams. Crucial part in the ball game. One-on-one coverage. Big, long, lefty guy. He gets beat right there. They in field goal range. He mossed him right there. He got mossed. Let's see. You can't see the start of it, but I'll show it in this camera angle. The jump ball. I'm going to play it one more time for this angle. But basically a jump ball. They tried our number one corner in a crucial part of the game. That normally doesn't happen. It normally doesn't. It normally doesn't happen that someone is trying a team's number one number one cornerback. And once again, I'm not trying to bash Marshon Lattimore. I want Marshon Lattimore to remain a New Orleans Saint going forward. But as far as the big time numbers, that put him up there with I believe Marlon Humphrey was right up there too. But those guys, I can't see that happening. And if it do happen, it is what it is. I'm gonna be happy regardless. But I just think, when you look at the cap room, yeah, Mickey could make that happen. I believe so. He could make it happen to where Ramczyk gonna get his big bag. I believe he's gonna be the top paid tackle. I believe that he could make it to where Marshon, gets like that as well. But will it be healthy for the team to do that? Because we got pieces we need to get and fill. And also another thing that we can just something to think about. I don't know, maybe not, but draft night they were trying very hard to move up for J.C. Horn, and I believe it was Patrick Certain. Those two guys, they was moving up very hard for them, but they just said that the cost was too much. So just something to think about. Could they have been trading up for their future number one cornerback beyond 2021? Maybe. Or could they have just been trading up, to put someone opposite Marshon Lattimore, for now and beyond 2021? Maybe. Who knows? But, just something to think about right there. Marshon Lattimore, had a hell of a season. You a hell of a player. And the reason I done this is just for that, that scenario that's going to come up because, Ramczyk about to get paid. Marshon is going to be, up next for something. But shout out to Marshon, man. You a dog. As far as his good work, it's no need, to put that, because we already know what time it is, when Marshon Lattimore is playing up the par. Top 3 cornerback. That's the worst. The worst is a top 3 when he's on point. So it was no need to put, his good tape, display for this, for this criteria I was talking about. But once again, I hope everybody enjoyed the content and understood what I was coming from. I wasn't trying to, tear down the man or pick and choose what type of criteria to put out. But as we know, who that nation, if we keeping it all the way a band, the games that he didn't have that weren't good, which were, a good bit, they were against average receivers. It wasn't against, bit time. It wasn't the bit names that I was naming, Devontae's, AJ, Julio's, these bit names, Tyreek. These was against guys like this that we learned who the guy was throughout the game. That was the big issue for me, but it is what it is. If he get the bag, good. If he get a little bit beneath that, about 85 to 90, I'll say about somewhere in the 80 range, maybe 90. I'll be good with that. Either way, I'm good with it. But, I would just, just breaking down that question, just something I've been thinking about, who that nation. Once again, hopefully this deal gets done. Remember to like, subscribe, and follow the page. Y'all hit that like button. And I will see you guys next time. It's the host CB, and I'm out. Who that?